Jessica Davis of MSPmentor here today with Dr. Alistair Forbes of GFI MAX. And Alistair, I understand GFI MAX has a customer conference series coming up in September. Can you tell us a little more about that?
We do indeed, Jessica, and thanks for the opportunity to share that with you today. This will be the fourth in the series of annual customer conferences that we run, and we are going to be meeting with partners in the Gold Coast in Australia, in Orlando in the US, in London in the UK, and in Dusseldorf in Germany. So this is the opportunity that gives us the chance to speak with partners and to give them the latest information about where we're going as a company and with our services, to hear from them in terms of what they need and what their requirements are, and very importantly to give them an opportunity to network with each other. So over the course of the 4 years that we've been building these conferences, we've seen that we've certainly developed the content in the conferences, the number of partners attending has grown over time, and we get very consistent feedback that this is a series of events that our partners get a lot of value out of in terms of pulling together a lot of threads that help them in terms of planning for their businesses going forward.
Very good. So what's on the agenda in particular for the US conference?
So we have a very full agenda this year for the conference in Orlando. We have a number of plenary sessions in which will include some, what I think will be very interesting keynote speakers. So we have John Warlow, who is the author of a book called Built to Sell, which is all about how to position a business in terms of being able to achieve an exit and to get value out of the business over time. We also have another keynote presentation from Paul Kenny, who is an expert in the area of software sales and has a lot of really valuable information to share in terms of sales approaches and sales tactics for managed service providers and other providers within the IT space. Complementing all of that, we have obviously our own presentations in terms of our product roadmaps and how we see the directions of the industry and the key challenges that MSPs are going to face. And all of that is complemented by the the breakout tracks that we have. We have 4 breakout sessions running throughout the conference, so there's a huge range of content available for partners to come and listen and engage in discussion. The presentations will be a combination of external speakers, and also, as often as possible, we like to include customer presentations in that so that partners get to hear from other people who have faced the same sort of challenges as them and how they've gone about solving those challenges, key learning points for them. And consistently we find that those are extremely valuable sessions in terms of the feedback we get of what people can take away and apply in their own businesses.
Excellent. And what about networking opportunities for partners? I know that MSPs, a lot of the value they get is from networking with each other at the conferences. Tell us a little about that. Very
much so. So we're going to have this year something in excess of 1,000 partners at these various different conferences. So the breadth of experience and the knowledge and expertise that's available amongst that group of partners is very substantial. And again, this is something we hear very consistently from people, that the opportunity to have informal interaction with other MSPs who are facing the same sort of challenges, are trying to achieve the same sort of outcomes, is extremely valuable. So as well as the formal sessions, which do include a networking element, we have a very significant amount of opportunity for people to network in a more informal setting. So we've tried to make sure the agenda isn't overly packed so that there is plenty of time for networking, and we will be making every effort to facilitate that by introducing people that we know have interests in common and arranging for opportunities for people to get together out with the formal sessions. And this is a key part of the overall program that we're putting together. We do, of course, also have something of a social element, which is always a good place for people to network and make new contacts. So we have a variety of social activities as part of the conference. So as well as all the hard work that's going to go in and all of the focus and concentration, there's going to be some time to relax and meet people in an informal way. And often that's where a lot of the connections are made that people follow up on after the events, and they use it as a springboard for continuing this dialogue and interaction out with the conferences themselves.
Excellent. And where can people go to register?
Well, that's pretty straightforward. If you simply visit the conference's website we have set up, it's conferences.gfimax.com. That has all the information on all of the events, all the venues, how to get registered, and that's where we're publishing information on the agenda for each of the events. So all the information that everybody would need is there, and also the opportunity to go ahead and sign up and hopefully join us and participate in the events that we're putting together.
Great. Excellent. Thanks for joining me today, and thanks for sharing all that great information.
Thank you again. Bye-bye.
Okay.